Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am glad to sit down and do a little bit of knitting today. I have been busy most of the day in my garden, one thing or another. But my granddaughter was up yesterday with the 3 kids and I had a lot of help yesterday from Cheryl and 2 of the kids. The oldest one, the 14-year-old, you know, the teenager. Oh, that's teenagers these days. But you know, my teenagers were never like that when they were kids. If they I wanted any help in the garden, they gave me help without asking them. But this 14-year-old, all he wanted to do was go on his iPad, and went on his iPad, on his phone. I think it was his mum's phone he had actually, like. But anyway, I'm going to show you a little bit what we've been doing. I'll just be showing you a little bit and telling you what was going on. So the first little bit, this is our Eddie, the 7, almost 8-year-old. How he came in straight away. He wanted to go straight out into the garden to help. I didn't have to ask him. He was straight out looking for things to do in the garden. I'll show you what he was doing. Sorting out the compost out of the old compost out of my flower pots. I gave him a sieve and we had the wheelbarrow, and that's what he was doing. Just a little look at what he was doing. Well, at least one child's helping us, aren't you, Eddie? He's getting all the weeds out of me pot so I can put the flowers in when I get some flowers to put in. And his mum's digging the nightmare patch over there. And the other 2 are on the iPads. So it looks like there's only Eddie going to get paid today, isn't it, Eddie? So that was Eddie. Very willing to help, Eddie was. And then next was Cheryl. She started on my nightmare patch. She was determined to dig it all over. She didn't quite get the whole lot done, but I was helping her after I had finished digging over. I had still a little bit of one of the borders at the top of my garden to finish. And as soon as that was done, me and Cheryl dug in on the nightmare patch to get some of that done. And then Tommy came out. He had been on his iPad with his older brother, Frankie. Tommy's a 10-year-old. And he was saying, what can I do? He must have been sick. He's not as bothered about his iPad as his older brother. He just go on it now and again. He's not quite as bad as him. So I said to him, I see you up at the top on me patio, right up at the top of the garden, Tommy. I says, you could scrape. I gave him the one of the hose and he was scraping all the moss. I says, you could scrape all the moss off the top for me because I want to clean the top patio. So that's what Tommy was doing. He was cleaning. There was an awful lot of moss. It was all over the top. So he was doing that. And he cleared an awful lot off for me. So I was very happy about that. That's 2 kids. The other one's probably still on his iPad, is he? It looks like Eddie's going back to his job. So that was Tommy stuck in the corner. He was in the worst part actually, where it was really thick. Must be because it's the the sun disappears off my top patio by lunchtime. It's away down the garden. We do have to follow the sun around my garden, my back garden. But he was enjoying himself. He's something, he asked for something to do. And then I think we stopped for a break for, you know, cups of tea, cups of pop, sweets, ice lollies. And then you can see how much Cheryl got done. Well, that's a nightmare. Nightmare patch almost. All the big weeds dug out. Gonna have to dig it over. With a lot of help from Cheryl and a little bit of trouble from Tommy. So that was the last part of the day. I was going to bingo last night. I'm telling Cheryl, it was 6:15 before they all left my house. Because I said to them, got to about 5. I says, do you want me to make some tea? Oh, no, I'm just keeping on doing this till I finish it. I get my tea when we get home. I says, well, I've got to be out for 7:15. But it was 6:15 by the time everybody left, and I dashed about, just had a sandwich for my tea and showered and got myself ready and got out for the bingo. But that last little bit with Cheryl in the nightmare patch, she had done about a quarter of it by the time I had finished the border on my top part of the little green. And I came and joined her, and between the two of us, we got almost all of it done. There's still a little bit in the corner, which I'm leaving for another day because I have spent all day today. I was cleaning the top patio, getting any more of the moss off, and I used a wire brush because it's all uneven, the top part of the path along under the windows and that, it's all bumpy and that, and a lot of moss was stuck down in between where Tommy was complaining he couldn't get it all out of there, and I said, just leave that to me, Tommy, just get whatever you can of. And I found this, it was an old wire brush belonging to my husband. I found it in the outhouse, and I thought, oh, that'll get in between the cracks. So I was doing that, and I cleaned a lot of it off. I'll show you that, what it actually looks like now. It's not quite finished yet. My top patio's looking a lot tidier. Had a lot of help from Tommy yesterday. He helped to scrape a lot of the moss off it. I did a lot of it today. Still a little bit to do. It's not all sorted yet, but it's a lot tidier. So thank you, Tommy. Well, that's all my gladioli planted. I think there's 17 in altogether, and I have one dahlia. Just need to cover them all up. This is on my top little green that I have. It's been all fully dug over. So we just need to cover those up now. So that's one nasturtium there as well, and I got off Cheryl. My nightmare plot. Had a lot of help from Cheryl and the kids yesterday. We got it still needs turning over properly, but we got all the big weeds except those one few in the corner. I'll get those out and then start digging it over properly. So that's my top patio, where after I'd had a go at it today. And I have one of those power washer things. I might get that out and try and clean it up a little bit. The same with my the paving things on my patio, my large patio further down. I could maybe just have a go on that. It's not all that good at a power washer, but it might clean it up a little bit. So that's what I've been doing today. And then after that, I started weeding all where my vegetables are, the peas, the carrots, onions, the leeks, potatoes, everything. Because we are going to get a lot of rain. There was an awful lot of weeds. So those tiny little ones that you could just pull out of the soil. And we are going to get a lot of rain in a few days. And I knew if I didn't get it out, that rain would just make them grow like something not right. And they'd be even harder to get out then. I wouldn't be able to just pick them up. So I've had a back breaking about 2.5 hours going around all them picking, because there were hundreds of those tiny little weeds, all the same ones. I don't know what they're off, but they were all over my garden before I even planted things, and I got rid of them, but there seemed to be hundreds of them back. So that's what I've been doing today. So I don't have a lot left to do in the back garden now. I just have to dig over that nightmare patch, which will be a lot easier because the soil's all loose with me and Cheryl pulling all them. We dug all the weeds out, so there was a lot of digging done in it. But when I do that, I'm going to have to finish what I started in the front garden, where that so-called gardener that left me, who was supposed to dig the borders around, I had started digging that myself because he took my money and done off. And I had started doing that myself, and I've just noticed that all the weeds are starting to come through the part that I haven't dug over yet, so I'm going to have to do that. And I haven't got much more left to do in my back garden now. I'll be able to, when we get there, as long as the nice weather keeps up, I'll be able to take my lounger out and sit in the garden and do some knitting instead of working in the garden. So that's what I intend doing when... And you notice I'm knitting up the little pink one. I did wait until the next day before I check this wool. It's not exactly the same colour. It's slightly deeper pink than what the actual cardigan is. But I'm doing the neckband on it and the 2 front bands on it because I can't do anything else. And I'm not going to put something like white or stripes with white or something like, because there's no colour like that in the rest of the cardigan, and I think it's going to look odd. So I'm just doing it with a slightly deeper shade of pink. That's what I'm doing. So this is the neck that I'm doing at the moment. And I was at my bingo last night. I didn't win, but my friend Anne did. I think she won a house first, which is £20, so we had £10 each. And then she won what we call one of the games. We get a book with 9 games in, and we play the first 6 games and have a break. But that 6th game, whatever number someone calls the house on, we buy tickets with numbers on. And if we have the number that house is called on, you get £30. Well, Anne had the number. So we had another £30 between us. So we had £25 to come home with each last night. So that wasn't too bad. But my friend Molly wasn't there last night because she had a wedding on the Thursday. She was moaning about it. No, and they have their weddings on a Saturday. That's my bingo night. Said Molly, I says they have weddings any days these days. Used to only be on a Saturday, you remember, years and years ago. But they have them any day now. So that was my night at the bingo, and I'm having a cup of tea here, and I've just noticed something. This cup, you see, one side says I'm 80. The other side says I'm 30. The letters, the part of the 8, it must be something that's been stuck on and it's coming off. So my cup thinks I'm 30 on one side and 80 on the other. I wish I was still 30. I could do a lot more and a lot quicker in my garden than what I've been doing. So that's my bit for today. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.